Hey, everybody, welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with the miserable liberal and Ron Placone.
I'm miserable.
I'm happy.
So what happened in North Carolina, we just got word, we just did an interview with Jordan Cheriton, who's on the scene in North Carolina. DuPont Chemical is polluting the water with a thing called the Gen X chemical, right? Literally, that's what it's called. Weird, right? And what you need to know is that it causes cancer, and it's in the drinking water, and the EPA won't do anything about it. The state government won't do anything about it, and the mayor won't do anything about it. When I say won't do anything about it, they say they can't do anything about it. Really? So that's what's happening. People's water is polluted with a thing called a Gen X chemical, which is just a chemical that they put in when they're making Teflon and vinyl. It's a chemical they put in the river. So they put in the river, the drinking water, and now it's in people's drinking. It's unbelievable, and it's been going on for a while. So, and it seems like anywhere Jordan Cheriton goes in this country, he finds polluted water. In the richest country the face of the earth has ever seen. Meanwhile, we're bombing the shit out of the rest of the world right now. 1,000 military bases all around the world. Can't even count them. But, you know, who's going to pay for that? Anyway, so Jordan Cheriton went down there. Watch our video where he tells us all about it, what the hell is going on there. It's pretty amazing. He also interviewed the mayor of this. It's unbelievable. So here he's interviewing a woman who's affected by the water being poisoned. By the way, establishment media not even touching the story. They haven't cut. So it's only, I mean, when I say establishment, I mean national media. Jordan Cheriton was the only national reporter at that press conference today to talk about this. The only one. Nobody from the New York Times, Washington Post, CNN, MSNBC.
They're not even talking about the update with Dapple.
No, they're not
even talking about that trial.
No.
I mean, it's remarkable.
It is remarkable what they're not covering, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But the New York Times did take some editorial space to blame Bernie Sanders and his supporters for the shooting of Steve Scalise.
Mm-hmm.
But they can't get on this.
Well, you know all those left-wing gun nuts. I mean, it's always those left-wingers. They love their guns.
Oh, those crazy progressives and their love of the killing machines. So here's what's happening. Here's an actual voter, person, swing state, and you think the Democrats would be making an issue out of this. Hey, let's get Pruitt and the EPA, and Trump's EPA is not fixed. Nothing. Isn't that weird? It is weird. But what do they want to do? They want to put Russia sanctions. They just voted to put Russia sanctions and Iran sanctions. Here's Jordan Cheriton talking to an American who's being let down by their government.
I do not care about Russia investigations right now. Like, that is not my concern. The people who are in my family, my friends, that's not a major concern. We want clean water. We want good jobs and living wages. You know, it's not right to put these corporations and the people who run them over us, the taxpayers, who are here, you know, putting in effort to make our communities better and doing what society wants us to do. Why do we have to do what we're supposed to do, but corporations don't have to worry about anything that they do? They can.
I'll tell you why. And we have a bought government. That's why. Money, bought government. The Democrats, just as corrupt. That's what happened. They choose their donors over you. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's why Bernie Sanders gets a standing ovation when he goes down to that part of the country.
Just do whatever they want. It's ridiculous. And the media needs to get up on it because they are not focusing on the right things
at all. What are they focusing on? Let's hear what she said. Let me hear it one more time because this is kind of good.
I do not care about Russia investigations right now. Like, that is not my concern. The people who are in my family, my friends, that's not a major concern. We want clean water. We want good jobs and living wages. You know, it's not right to...
Pie in the sky. Oh, geez. What's the Kremlin paying her? I mean, come on.
The kids today, with the hair and the clothes and the wanting the living wage.
And the clean water.
Oh, what are they going to ask for next? Clean air? An end to the wars?
Affordable education opportunities. Ridiculous.
A jobs program maybe to help rebuild America's infrastructure.
No. I
Why
would
fix something that's not broken? Everything's great.
I hope they don't do any of that stuff and just focus on Russia and pretend that Russia's trying to they're going to try to invade America somehow.
It's almost like Russia's poisoning our water.
It's almost like, oh, boy, you know what, though, Steph? They're not. And you know how I know Russia's not poisoning our water? Because if they were, Rachel Maddow would be on it. If it had, maybe if we told them Russia's poisoning our water, maybe the establishment press will cover it and maybe Congress will do something about it. But right now, neither of them are doing a dick about it because who gives a F? Russia, baby. This doesn't help your donors. The donors don't care about this story. In fact, the donors want this story to go away.
Well, let's not forget the other reason corporate media always grossly underreports environmental issues is because you turn on any cable news station. It's not just Fox either. It's CNN. It's MSNBC. It doesn't matter. Every third commercial, and that's a conservative estimate, every third commercial is the oil and gas company. You think they're doing that because they got to get the word out? Like, hey, we're poisoning your water. We want you to know we're in the neighborhood. No, they're doing that because, hey, we're giving you all these advertising dollars. Don't publish stuff that's going to make us look bad.
Yes, the news media is very liberal, Ron, and it's being it's very liberal. The news media is very liberal, and it's being brought to you by oil giants, the military-industrial complex, and Wall Street, and Walmart,
And Comcast.
and Archer Daniels Midland. Why does Archer Daniels Midland advertise on Meet the Press? Are you in the business to buy something that Archer Daniel Midland sells? I don't know.
Well, you know,
If I was in that business, I would think I'd already know who Archer Daniel Midland is and what I need to get for them, Steph.
I actually just finished watching the PBS story covering the water crisis, and it was so good to know that the Koch Foundation was helping produce this.
Oh, that was on the PBS?
On Nova. Mm-hmm.
On PBS. Oh, they also, we got to do that story. PBS just ran a 3-hour show on about why we should privatize education like Betsy DeVos wants to. That's PBS. They did that. Yep. 3-hour long show.
Bill and Melinda Gates. Don't forget about them.
They're fantastic. So there you go. That's a regular person talking about a real issue. Guess what? Guess what's not on her radar? Russia. Guess what they're going to call me for saying that? I'll probably be called a racist, misogynist, and violent. That's what they do to progressives. That's what's happening nonstop, 24/7. And boy, I used to feel sorry for Glenn Greenwald, the way the establishment Democrats and corporatists attacked him unfairly and smeared his name because he was telling the truth about their side. And now not only do I feel for him, but I know how he feels. There you go. The Democrats should take the advice of this voter and work on those problems. The Democrats aren't going to do that. In fact, they're becoming shittier as we speak.